Hi, I'm Anthony Ball, Executive Director of Clubs Australia. I want to talk to you today about the proposal to introduce mandatory pre-commitment. It's a measure agreed to by independent Andrew Wilkie and the Prime Minister as part of an agreement to form minority government back in September 2010. Clubs around Australia and hotels are opposed to mandatory pre-commitment, primarily because it's not going to help the people that we should be trying to help, that is, problem gamblers. We believe that policy should be focused on helping those that cannot gamble within their means gamble safely. We think that it will be counterproductive to give gamblers a gambling card and expect them, if they have a problem, to set a limit that is going to be binding. One of the great weaknesses of this scheme is that gamblers will be able to set their own limits. We obviously don't want government to set gambling limits, but asking a problem gambler to set their own limit is simply not going to work. We think that we need to go back to basics here. It's not a debate about whether we should help problem gamblers. We all believe that we should do more to help those with a terrible affliction. It damages them and their families, and we understand that. But we need, first of all, to go back to basics and to consult with people who know the most about this, and this is experts in the field. We need state and territory governments to also be involved with industry to develop measures that are going to have a chance of success. We think that through consultation and collaboration we will get far better outcomes than via private deals done after an election with all the tension in the air and with the focus on power, not on good policy that's going to help people. What will help problem gamblers? Well, we think that it's a human problem that needs a human solution. Our submission will say that we need to focus more tightly on intervention, on taking problem gamblers away from poker machines and away from clubs and hotels and casinos. Let's not leave them in front of poker machines with a card or simply say let's reduce the maximum bet. That is not a disincentive to gamble at all. The problem gambler should be taken away from the club, identified, taken away, excluded from the club, and then there needs to be effective treatment so that their lives can be turned around. We think that that is the best approach. We need a holistic approach, not just poker machines. We need to look at gambling that takes place on the horses, online casinos. All modes of gambling need to be covered by this because there will be transference if you focus only on poker machines. So the challenge for the community and for the government, as I see it, is to balance people's right to gamble as a form of recreation against the need to protect people that have a problem. That's not an easy thing to do, but via consultation and collaboration you can get there. Governments also need to be mindful of the downside of policy, unintended consequences that could cause damage to businesses and communities that needn't be sustained. The government needs to weigh all of those things up. The opposite of that is to hastily introduce policy because of political expediency. That doesn't work for anybody. Thank you for listening.